Now, Beehive, look it. I know how ruthless y'all can get. Please don't come for me. I am just providing you guys news, the current events of what's happening out here on these IP streets. I am Dave, a 10-year intellectual property attorney, dealing with everything from copyrights, patents, trade secrets, as well as trademarks. This IP stuff is important. I came across an article from Billboard of Beyonce still trying to get a trademark on the name Blue Ivy, her oldest daughter name, 10 years later. She's continuing to be blocked by the United States Patent and Trademark Office for one reason or another. Now, a lot of you may recall it was this big thing when Blue Ivy was born that Beyonce and Jay-Z, they were trying to protect her name via a trademark. And they filed for trademark protection, and it seems like it was denied, and they went back and forth with the USPTO. Well, it looks like they're still trying to get a trademark for the term Blue Ivy. However, the trademark office is still denying it, this time because of a small clothing boutique, fashion boutique in the state of Wisconsin. A lot of people, and y'all be telling me this IP stuff don't work, is useless to get, and here we are, a small clothing boutique in Wisconsin who probably don't even know about Beyonce and Blue Ivy is continuing to add as obstruction, at least in light of the USPTO, for Jay-Z and Beyonce getting a trademark on the name Blue Ivy. We're going to look at this Billboard article, and I want you guys to kind of give me your thoughts. Please, as I'm pulling up the article, hit a like if you like this type of content, as well as hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. I would love to have you as part of the IP community, giving you current events, bringing you interviews. I'm going live talking about different lawsuits, and I know Shark Tank just started back up. We do those breakdown videos, and I kind of give you my thoughts from an IP perspective, IP attorney perspective. So again, providing a lot of value to you guys on the channel, and also, trying to make it fun and provide some entertainment. So let's take a look at this article really quickly. I'm not going to keep you guys long, and then we're going to get up out of here. So a decade later, Beyonce is still pushing to get a trademark on daughter's Blue Ivy's name. More than a dozen years after Beyonce applied to secure trademark protection on her daughter's name, lawyers for the superstar are still arguing with the trademark office. Let's go through this article. Beyonce attorneys are once again asking federal regulators to register Blue Ivy Carter's name as a trademark, more than 12 years after she and Jay-Z first sought to lock up the intellectual property rights to their daughter's name. In a motion filed last week at the Federal Trademark Office, lawyers for Beyonce's company pushed back on a ruling earlier this year that consumers might confuse the name with another Blue Ivy, a single-store clothing boutique in Wisconsin that has used the name since before the young Carter was born. So what does this mean? Typically, you actually can get trademark protection on your name without filing for trademark protection. However, that trademark protection only extends, I guess it's not really trademark protection. I'll say that other people who later come file a federal trademark application with the United States Patent and Trademark Office cannot stop you or prevent you from using your name to the extent that you were using it before they filed that trademark application within that geographical area. So, for example, in this case, the company in Wisconsin, a single store, has trademark protection. However, they filed for trademark application or trademark protection on the term Blue Ivy before Jay-Z and Beyonce. And what Jay-Z and Beyonce is pretty much saying is, hey, man, she has one store in Wisconsin. Nobody's going to confuse her single store in Wisconsin that's named Blue Ivy with our brand Blue Ivy, who's going to be known worldwide. And it sounds like a slap in the face of the Wisconsin company. But again, trademark law doesn't care about that. They're looking at, number one, and this is the great thing about getting registered trademark protection on your mark, is it gives you nationwide protection. Now, to the extent that this Wisconsin store didn't file trademark protection on the name Blue Ivy, Jay-Z and Beyonce would have been able to get the name Blue Ivy trademark. However, they wouldn't have been able to stop or prevent her from using the name, at least in Wisconsin, where she was already using it. However, since this Wisconsin-based store has used the name Blue Ivy, even though she has one store in the state of Wisconsin, she has nationwide protection, so that, again, if she wants to start a franchise, maybe put a store in Cali, put a store down in Texas, put a store on the East Coast, in Maine, or in Florida, she has that rights because she has nationwide protection on the term Blue Ivy. And that's a big benefit for registering your trademark, because now you can prevent others or stop others, such as Beyonce and Jay-Z, from being able to file trademark protection on that same name in the same class. Now, if Jay-Z and Beyonce wanted to file trademark protection on electronics, term Blue Ivy for electronics or something else, they will be that's not related to clothing stores and whatnot. They will be able to do that. However, to the extent that it's dealing with clothing stores, they can't do that. So again, I think that's a good distinction, and that's one of the benefits of having nationwide protection is that you can prevent others from doing it regardless of how many stores you have at that point in time. Let's continue on with the article. The Star's lawyers say that ruling should be overturned, arguing that nobody is going to confuse Beyonce and Jay-Z's daughter with a small clothing shop. And again, I think that's almost a slap in the face to the small clothing shop because they're like, man, look, that's small potatoes. We royalty over here. Nobody gonna confuse our Blue Ivy and what we're doing with this small clothing store in Wisconsin, this small single clothing store in Wisconsin. And be honest, they may be true with that. However, if the United States Patent and Trademark Office thinks it's a likelihood of confusion, they are going to deny the term from being able to get registered. Let's continue on here. No reasonable consumer will ever suffer any form of confusion when encountering the store's logo, which is used with one small shop in Fish Creek, Wisconsin. I never knew it was a Fish Creek, Wisconsin. An unincorporated community with a population. Look at, just think about that. Just think about that. Just think about that. You are in a community of 1,000 people, yet you are preventing one of the biggest superstars ever in the world, Beyonce, from getting a trademark. You're talking about the power of trademark law. She's from a town of less than 1,000 people, and she has the wherewithal to file a trademark as opposed to saying, look, man, there's only 1,000 people around this place. I don't need no trademark. She still has the wherewithal to file a trademark, get nationwide protection. Now she's blocking Jay-Z and Beyonce from filing a term of trademark protection on the term Blue Ivy. And the reason that's important because now she has all the leverage. She can really sell the trademark to Jay-Z and Beyonce and kind of come up a couple $100,000, $50,000, whatever the case may be. She can license the name of Jay-Z and Beyonce. She has all the leverage in this situation to be able to kind of call the shots, if you will, especially since the USPTO is denying Jay-Z and Beyonce's mark. And again, another thing I think we get off into it later in the article, she doesn't personally have to deny the mark. The USPTO, the examiners at the USPTO, as they're examining Jay-Z and Beyonce's application for the term Blue Ivy, they're going to look through their database, and if they think it's a likelihood of confusion in light of a registered mark that's already out there in that class, they're going to deny it. So again, now she could have denied it once they published it if it made it that far, but it didn't even make it such that it got published because the examiners already denied it before it got to that point. So again, kudos to her, man, having a wherewithal. Town less than 1,000 people, but still trademarking the term. An attorney for Beyonce company did not immediately return a request for comment on the status of the trademark case. I'm pretty sure that they are not happy. Okay, just weeks after Blue Ivy was born in 2012, man, she's already 12 years old. Man, time flies by. Beyonce's BJK Trademark Holdings applied at the USPTO to register her unusual name as a trademark. The movie raised eyebrows at the time, as fans wondered if the couple was commercializing their daughter. Man, hey, it's business over here. But Jay-Z later told Vanity Fair that they merely wanted to prevent her name from being exploited by others. I guess that's a true thing. People wanted to make products based on our child's name, and you don't want anybody trying to benefit off your baby's name. He told the magazine in 2013, it wasn't for us to do anything. As you see, we haven't done anything. More than 12 years later, however, look, and I have to disagree with Jay-Z on that because this is why I disagree with him. And this is why my perspective as an IP attorney is unique because this is not a domain name. This is not a copyright or a patent where you can get rights to it and just sit on it. Trademark law is not like that. If you are filing for trademark law protection on a name and you get it, you actually have to be using that name. Again, trademark lasts forever as long as you're using it. So I kind of disagree with Jay-Z a little bit saying, hey, we weren't planning on doing anything with it. We just wanted to get it to keep others from kind of making money off our name. And that's probably true. However, you're going to do something with it because you can't get a trademark and just sit on it because it lasts forever. You actually have to be using a trademark name. So again, just to kind of bring that point full circle and kind of push back on what Jay-Z is saying a little bit, you can't just get a trademark name and sit on it. I don't want you guys listening to this video to think, okay, yeah, I can just get a trademark name to prevent others from doing it. You can do that with a domain name. You can do that with a lot of other stuff, but trademarks are not one of them. You can't get a trademark and just sit on it. Hopefully you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. Let's finish off this article. For years, the process was bogged down in legal disputes with a woman named Veronica Moros, who runs a lifestyle event planning company under the name Blue Ivy and secured her own trademark to it. In 2020, the court rejected Morrow's complaint, ruling that two sides' respective offerings were so dissimilar. Rejected Morrow's complaints, ruling that the two sides. That ruling similarly cleared the way for the Blue Ivy Carter trademark registration to finally be issued, but attorneys for BJK never moved that application forward, and eventually the USPTO deemed the application abandoned. So it seemed like they were trying to get the term Blue Ivy trademark as well with regards to event planning, and after they were successfully able to get over the hurdle of this Veronica Morrows, who I'm assuming has a lifestyle planning event company as well. I guess the attorneys for Beyonce did not move forward with the trademark application. That's interesting. Let's see here. In November 2023, Beyonce attorneys applied yet again for the same trademark registration. Like previous efforts, the new application quickly hit a roadblock in April. So they're pretty much talking about what we just went through. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? Royalty, it seems like the USPTO is stinging a beehive, stinging Beyonce, not letting her get trademark protection based on a single store company in a town of less than 1,000 in Wisconsin. Talk about the power of trademarks. You got to love it. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. Again, hit a like if you like this type of content, as well as hit a subscribe button to be a part of the community. Would love to have you a part of the community and provide these current events. We interviews from business owner who's protected their IP and created a business around it. We are, again, dealing with the Shark Tank. I'm giving my reaction to those videos, to the Shark Tank pitches, as well as breaking out different lawsuits. Again, this IP stuff is extremely important, and my channel is going to underscore that fact. So hopefully see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Peace.